Good morning, student. In previous class, in algebra, we already started the fourth chapter, that is ratio and proportion. And in ratio proportion, we already completed the 4.1. Now we have to start the next exercise. Before going to start the next exercise 4.2, we have to learn some concept. Okay, the concept of comparison of ratios. Okay, now see, if the first ratio is a by b and second ratio is c by d. Okay, then see, if AB is for A by B is first ratio and C by D is second ratio. Now, which ratio is greater, which ratio is smaller, or they are equal? How to find out? Okay, so when we compare one ratio to other ratio, then you get which ratio is greater and which ratio is smaller. Now, how to find out? If A by B and C by C is D are those the ratio, then let A by B and second ratio is C by D. If A into D is greater than B into C, if A into D is greater than B into C, then you can say that A by B is greater than C by D. Okay, and if A into D is smaller than B into C, then A by B is smaller than C by D. Okay, and if A into D is equal to B into C, then you can say that A by B is equal to C by D. These three conditions are there. If A into D is greater than B into C, then first ratio is greater. If A into D is smaller than B into C, then second ratio is greater. And if A into D is equal to B into C, then both the ratios are equal. Both the ratios are equal. In this way, you can compare any two ratios. Okay. These are three conditions are there. First condition, second condition, and third condition. Okay. What is first condition? First condition, if A into D is greater than B into C, then A by B is greater than C by D. Okay. Second condition, if A into D is smaller than B into C, then A by B is smaller than C by D. And third condition, if A into D is equal to B into C, then you can say that A by B is equal to C by D. Okay. These three conditions you have to apply to compare two ratios. Okay. Now, by using these conditions, you can solve the 4.2. Okay. Now see, if two ratios are given, for example, see, if A by B is one of the ratio, then you can say that A by B is equal to A into K by B into K. If you multiply K to denominator and numerator, then these two ratios are equal. Okay, means you can multiply numerator and denominator by same number, you get the same ratio, right? By using this, first you have to solve the question number 1. What is question number 1 here? Question number 1 is, see, using property A by B is equal to AK by BK, fill in the blanks, substituting proper number in the following. Now first question, what is first question here? Number 1, see, 5 by 7 is equal to dash by 28 is equal to 35 by dash. 35 by dash is equal to dash by 3.5. Okay, now how to find out the blanks? Okay, see here 5 by 7 is equal to, now the denominator is 28, means you have to multiply 7 by 4, then you get 28. It means you have to multiply denominator by 7, and therefore you can multiply the numerator also by 7. Okay, so 5 into 7 upon 7 into 4, 7 is, when you multiply 7 by 4 you get 28, so you can multiply 5 by 4 and 7 into 4. 7 4 the 28 and 5 4 the 20 is equal to here 35. The numerator is 35, means you have to multiply 5 by 7. So if you multiply the numerator by 7, then you have to multiply denominator by 7. It means here also you have to multiply 7 into 7, right, is equal to, now 3.5, the denominator is 3.5, means you have to divide this 7 by 2, then you get 3.5, means you have to multiply numerator and denominator by divide by 2. Okay, then 5 by 2 upon 7 by 2, then you get here 5 by 7 is equal to 5 4 the 20, 20 by 28 is equal to 35 by 49 is equal to 5 by 2 means 2.5 upon 3.5. Okay, in this way you can find the fill in the blanks. This is a answer here 49 and here 2.5. Right, this is first question. Now come to the second question. Now what is second question here? Second question is 9 by 14. 9 by 14 is equal to 4.5 by dash is equal to dash by 42 is equal to dash by 3.5. Right, now see here how to find out. 9 by 14 is equal to, see, when we divide 9 by 2 you get 4.5, means you have to divide by 2 to numerator. Similarly you have to divide by 2 to denominator also. So here 9 by 2 upon 14 by 2 is equal to, again here 42 is there, means you have to multiply 14 by 3. Okay, so you have to multiply numerator also 14 by 3, 9 by 3, 9 into 3. Okay, 9 into 3 on this is 14 into 3 is equal to, now see 3.5 means you have to divide the denominator 14 by 4, then you get 3.5. So you have to divide the numerator also by 4. So 9 by 4 upon 14 by 4. So you get 9 by 14 is equal to 9 by 2 means 4.5. 4.5, 14 by 2 means 7 is equal to 9 3s are 27 and 14 3s are 42 is equal to 9 by 4. 4 2s are 8, 1 carry, then again 10, 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 4 4 are 16, 4 5s are 20, and upon 14 by 4 means 3.5. And these are the fill in the blanks, that is 4.5 is 7, here it is 27 and here 2.25. Okay, in this way you can find the fill in the blanks. So now see, now the next question is find the following ratios. Okay, find the following ratios. Question number 2, you have to find out the given ratios. Question number 2. In question number 2, first question is, I will read the question and then I will solve it. See, the ratio of the radius to the circumference of the circle. Ratio of the radius, let the radius be r, and circumference of circle be c. then you have to find out the ratio of radius to circumference, means r by c. Let r by c is equal to r by, what is circumference? The formula of circumference is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Therefore r by c is equal to, this r and this r get cancelled, so 1 by 2 pi. This is the ratio of given question. Okay, let the radius be r and the circumference be c, then r by c is equal to r by 2 pi r. Okay, therefore r get cancelled, 1 by 2 pi. This is the ratio. Therefore r is to c is equal to 1 is to 2 pi. This is the given ratio. Okay, now question number 2. The ratio of the diagonal of square to its side if the length of side is 7 centimeter. See first the ratio of the diagonal to square, diagonal of square to its side. Let the diagonal be D and the side be A. So the ratio of diagonal to the side, it means D by A. Okay, A is the side. Now you already know that, see, if it is square, then this side and this side is congruent, and this is, see, this is 90 and this is diagonal and this is side. Then D square is equal to R square, S square plus S square, that is A square plus A square. D square is equal to 2A square. Then D is equal to root 2 into A. What is diagonal? Diagonal is root 2 into side, means root 2 into side A upon A. A get cancelled. Therefore diagonal by side is equal to root 2 by 1. The ratio is D is to A is equal to root 2 is to 1. This is the given ratio. Okay, in this way you can find out the ratio of diagonal and side of the square. Now come to the next question. The next question is the ratio of circumference of circle with the radius r to its area. See, the ratio of circumference of circle with radius r to its area, means ratio of circumference to, let the circumference be C and area be A. Then you have to find out C by A. Circumference to area. Now what is circumference? Circumference is 2 pi r. And what is area of the circle? Pi r square. Pi r square means this. Okay, C by A is equal to 2 pi into r upon pi into r into r. This pi get cancelled. This r and this r get cancelled. Then C by A is equal to 2 by r. So C is to A is equal to 2 is to r. This is the ratio. You get it now? Right? So in this way you can find out the ratio of the given quantities. Right? Now one more is there. You have to solve this last question, fourth question. Now come to the third question. compare the following pair of ratios. Compare the following pair of ratios. See question number 3. Compare the following ratios. Compare the ratio. Means you have to compare two ratios. Either they are first ratio is greater or the second ratio is greater or both are equal. Okay, which is greater and which is smaller. You have to compare this. Okay, first one is, see here, root 5 by 3 and 3 root 7. These two ratios are given to you. You have to compare these two ratios. How to compare? You already know that. Let the first ratio is root 5 by 3 is equal to a by b, and 3 by root 7 is equal to b c by d. Okay, then first you have to multiply a into d. Means first you have to find out a into d is equal to, a means root 5, root 5 into d means root 7, you get root 35. Okay, now you have to find out b into c. B into c is equal to, b means 3, okay, into c means 3, 3 is a 9. Okay, if you take this 9 in a root, then 9 9s are 81. Means in root it is 81. So which is greater? B into c. C is greater. So therefore you can say that a into d is smaller than b into c. If a into d is smaller than b into c, then second ratio is greater. It means a by b is smaller than c by d. Therefore a by b, what is a by b? A by b is root 5 by 3. Root 5 by 3 is smaller than 3 by root 7. Okay, means second ratio is greater here and first ratio is smaller. So in this way you can find out the greater and smaller ratios. Okay, now come to the next, second question. The question number 2, it is given that 3 root 5 upon 5 root 7 this is first ratio, and second ratio is root 63 upon root 125. Okay, now let a by b is equal to 3 root 5 upon 5 root 7, and c by d is equal to root 63 upon root 125. Right? So first you have to find out a into d. So a into d is equal to, a is 3 root 5 into d is root 125. So you get a into d is equal to 3 root 5 into, here 125 means 25 5s are 125. So square root of 25 is 5 and in root 5. So a into d is equal to 3 5s are 15 and root 5 into root 5 5. 15 5s are 75. This is a into d. Now you have to find out b into c. So b into c is equal to, b means 5 root 7 into c means root 63. So b into c is equal to 5 root 7 into the square root of 63. 9 7s are 63. The square root of 9 is 3 and root 7. So here b into c is equal to 5 3 is 15 into 7. 15 into 7 it is again 75. Means a into d is 75, b into c is also 75. Both are same, means you can write here a into d is equal to b into c. If a into d is equal to b into c, means both are equal. that is, you can say that 3 root 5 upon 5 root 7 is equal to root 63 upon root 125. Both ratios are equal, right? In this way you can compare the ratios. Now come to the next. So student, now we will stop here. In next lecture we continue the same question, okay, and next question in next lecture. Okay, thank you.